right, here we go. Lady Wolves facing off against the Central York Panthers out here in Lively, Ontario. Puck comes out of the zone, hands up for an icing. JoJo's after it. Icing called. Face off in Central York territory. Morris on the draw. Berkeley sends it back to the point. Massimiliano over for Judd. Judd walks in, gets a shot. It's deflected behind the net, bounces out. Panthers send it out wide. Judd gets it back for the Wolves. Sends it to the zone. Back onside, pressure. Forces the puck back for Massimiliano. Bounces that off the boards. Judd gets back there. She chips that up. Comes up center for Berkeley. She chips that up for Morris. Knocked away by the Panthers, but Gation gets that back. Panthers, though, send it cross ice. Enter the zone, shot blocked by Bella Mass. Berkeley tips the puck up for Morris, but sent back in by the Panthers. In the corner, Bella Mass up for Berkeley. Panthers are in the way. Goes around the other way for Judd now. Judd chips that up. Gation gets that out of the zone. Through the neutral zone, and Gation chips it in to Panther territory. Line change, out comes Perry, Paris, and Palizé. Fruit on the point with Adjuzé. Back for JoJo. Up into the zone it goes. Won't be icing. Goalie's going to hang on to that with the Lady Wolves on top of her. 13 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first period. Late line change. Their warning. Kicked out of the draw. Here we go. Barry to Palizé. Back for Fruit. Her shot blocked in front. JoJo gets it. Her shot's blocked also. Panthers chip it out of the zone. Carrington sends it back in. Pressure, and we bring it in, but just offside. Face off at the blue line. All right, here we go. Perry on the draw. 13 minutes to go in the first. They chip it in. Now Fruit works it up for Paris. Paris is all tied up. She chips up for Perry. It's knocked back for Paris. She kicks it into the zone. Pressure from Palizé. Gets it deep. She gets the shot on net. Goalie hangs on to that. Cole and Lontang on the wings. Belanger took the draw. She chips that back for Judd. Judd cuts in front, gets that for Cole. Her shot ends up behind the net. Cole gets her own rebound on net. Goalie hangs on to that. She's not sure where it is, but she gets it. We got Emma Moore on the point with Kaylin. Puck is out. Izzy kicks it, fires a shot. Goalie sends it in the corner. Panthers get there first. They chip it up. Dahlia keeps it in, gets some help from Emma. And now Michaela Cole chips it deep in the zone. Dahlia helps out. Cole gets a shot. Goalie doesn't get a piece of it. It squeaks through the other side. Judd keeps it in on the sidewall. Now the Panthers get it out. Izzy's there. She drops back for Emma. Emma picks it up, fires it across and out of the zone. Panthers are offside. Now they're back onside. Judd sends it up for Belanger, over for Cole. Panthers chip it back for Moore. She takes that behind the net. The side with it. She's got some speed. She's taking it through the neutral zone. Getting some help from Morris and Gation. The Panthers pick it back up in the neutral zone, enter Sudbury territory, get a shot blocked by Moore. Puck goes in the corner. Behind the net, Judd keeps her outside. In the corner now, Morris gets the puck. Puck bounces out front. Panthers send it out front, actually. Now it's there for Gation and Patura. Kept in at the blue line. Now Judd chips it up and over. Morris picks it up. Brings it into the zone. Gets a shot. Blocker save. Off the stick, actually. Bounces back to the blue line. Frood's there to keep it in. The net, Morris picks it up. Getting some pressure from the Panthers. Keeps the battle going. Double team. Gation's there to support. Gation squeezes her off the puck, comes out with it, sends it back to Rowan Frood. She fires a slap shot. Goalie gets a shoulder on that one. Puck comes out the other way. And Panthers bring it into the Sudbury zone. 1-on-2. Shot goes way into the corner. Panthers pick it up though, bring it behind the net. In the other corner. Panthers with the puck in the corner. Get it taken away by Bella Mass. She sends that around for Frood. It's knocked back for Ryan Morris. Up for Berkeley. Back in the corner for Morris. Puck comes out. Frood takes it and hands it off to Berkeley. Berkeley takes it out of the zone, gets the red line, dumps it in. The old chip and change. Out comes Perry, Paris, and Palizé. Perry gets the puck first. She gets a shot on net, goes for the rebound, but the goalie hangs on to it. Puck is dropped in the corner. Palizé has some pressure behind the net. Paris working at it. Coming around the other way. Jojo keeps it in. Comes out front for Paris. Over for Carrington now. Over for Bella Perry. Back to the point. Emma Moore hands it back to Perry. She's on the sidewall with it. She's getting some pressure. Moore to Carrington. Carrington in the high slot. Sends that down low for Paris. Paris back to the point for Jojo. Back for Paris. She's tied up on the sidewall. Jojo's helping out. Panthers fire that all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing with 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first. Still scoreless game. Off the draw. Panthers bring it behind the net. Ship it up and around. At the blue line, they get that into the neutral zone. Pressure from Perry forces it back for Jojo. Jojo fires that around the boards for Carrington. It's kept in at the blue line by the Panthers. Behind the net, Jojo picks it up. Chips that up the boards. Panthers are there to keep it in. Back for Jojo. She takes it behind the net. Chips up the boards. Carrington gets a piece of it. Chips it out of the zone. Off the Panthers and into their own zone. They pick it up. Perry with some pressure. They get the puck out. Bella Mass gets there first. Bella Mass takes it behind the net, chips it around for Izzy. Izzy chips that out of the zone. Just couldn't connect though. A line change. Icing called. 8:21. All right, face off to the right of Bully. Judd fires that around, up the boards, gets to the blue line, comes back in for Judd. This time she fires up center, finds Belanger to get that into the zone. Panthers chip it up, comes back for Judd. She takes it wide, enters the zone onside, into the corner, hits the brakes. Tries to get that out front. It bounces back for Bella Mass. Bella Mass gets it up for Michaela Cole. Cole up for Belanger and into the zone. Dahlia after it. Panthers fire it out in the neutral zone. Rowan Frood off the bench picks up the puck. Circles back with it. Fires it up center, finds Belanger. She chips that up for Izzy, back for Belanger. Stick check, and the Panthers take it out. Panthers get the blue line and dump it in. Frood gets the puck behind the net. Shot, save. Off the draw, shot fired, deflected in front, big save. Reset, puck comes back to the point, shot, goes wide, JoJo gets the rebound. Chips it up for Gation. Gation carries it out, hands it off to Ryan Morris. Morris back for JoJo. JoJo chips it up for Morris. Behind the net now for Berkeley. In front, Gation's all tied up. Puck's cleared away. The Panthers head out the other way. Back in our zone. Frood fires up the boards. Gation picks it up. Chips it up center. JoJo picks it up. Fires it into the zone. Berkeley at the blue line getting some help from Morris. Puck's loose. Berkeley gets it into the zone. Cleared out by the Panthers, hands up for icing. And we're back in the Panther zone. 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first. Triple P line up front. Moore and Judd on the point. Behind the net, Panthers send that around. Paris gets there, ties her up. She's double teamed. The Panthers send that out of the zone. Emma Moore gets that back in the neutral zone. Gets that up for Palize. She takes that into the zone. Getting help from Perry. Puck comes out towards center. Paris gets a piece of it. She sends that back in the zone. Knocked again. Emma Moore is there. She gets a hold of it, but the Panthers get it out into the Sudbury zone. Offside is called. Back for Moore, across for Judd. Up center for Perry. Perry fires that into the zone. Bounces behind the net. Perry keeps the pressure going. Puck comes back, just gets past Emma Moore. Gets all the way back. Judd's after it, but it's going to be icing. We'll get Belanger on the draw, Cole and Lontang on the wings. Massimiliano on the point with Frood. Off the draw, the Panthers chip up the boards, bounces out of the zone. Panthers get there first, their shot goes over the net. They keep it in. Puck bounces out front, cleared away by Cole, picked up by Belanger. She sends it up for Lontang. Knocked back for Cole. She leaves that for Frood. Over for Cole. And across now for Massimiliano. Bella gets it up for Izzy. Izzy takes that into the zone. Pressure, keeps the puck in the zone. Now behind the net. Panthers get there first. Izzy kicks it over. And it's cleared out by the Panthers. They knock it into the zone. As if we're going to get a call there. Interference is the only thing you could really call. Yeah. They're both racing for the puck. Penalty called on Sudbury. Face-off coming to the left of Murphy. Oh, never mind. They're going to switch up to the right side. Morris on the draw, Patura on the wings, Jojo and Emma on the point. Panthers get it back to the points. They fall down. They send it across. They keep it in, but Morris with some pressure gets that out and into the Panther territory. Panthers regroup in the neutral zone. Dump it in. Oh, that was close to offside. Behind the net, the Panthers work at it, but Emma Moore coming through. Keeps them outside. Shot on net, saved by Murphy. Panthers get it back out front, then they send it in the corner. They walk out, get a shot. Murphy glove save. Minute 24 left in the penalty. Back to the point. The Panthers fire that in. It goes wide. Judd's in the corner after it. She ties up. Panthers work at it, but Berkeley forces it back. Panthers send it into the corner. Shot on net, saved by Murph. Perry engaged up front. Moore and Judd. Massimiliano and Judd on the point. Off the draw, the Panthers send it back to the point and back to the corner. They take it behind the net. Cycle it in the corner. Shot saved. Rebound in the corner. Judd ties up. She's double teamed, keeping the battle going. Okay, puck comes out. Panthers send it back to the point. Shot blocked by Gation. And in the corner, Judd gets a piece of it, sends it down low. Panthers pick it up behind the net. Pass out front, blocked by Judd. Handed off to Perry, and she's off to the races. Oh. Perry grinds at the blue line. Keeps that penalty kill going. Gets that over for Gation. Gation fires out on net. Rebound comes out for Perry. Rebound held onto by the goalie. Still on the penalty kill for another 13 seconds. We'll get Palizé on the draw, Paris on the wing, Frood on the point with Jojo. Off the draw, Carrington ties up. Panthers trip it out of the zone. They fire it in. Shot gets deflected behind the net. Frood ties up. We're back to 5-on-5. Frood wins the battle behind the net, takes in the corner, reverses, double reverse, and chips that up. Kept in at the blue line. That shot deflected into the corner. Panthers pick it up. Fire shot from the corner. Murphy pulls in the rebound and hangs on to that. Two minutes and 10 seconds to go in the scoreless first period. Off the draw, the Panthers get a shot from the point. That goes in the corner. Izzy gets there first. Sends that back for Jojo. Jojo around for Michaela Cole. Cole chips it up and fires up center for Izzy. Izzy comes out of the zone with it. Takes it in. Pass in front. Just couldn't connect with Belanger. Back to the point. Frood's there to keep it in. Down low, Izzy working at it, getting help from Dahlia. Panthers start to skate it out, fire it up. Can't connect on the pass, icing called. 1:35 left in the first. And off the draw, Cole sends that back. Comes out of the zone. Judd picks it up, hits the brakes in the corner. Off the boards for Izzy. Izzy chips it up. It's kept in at the blue line. Now Emma Moore picks it up behind the net. Sends that around for Kaylin. Kaylin to Izzy. Izzy off the boards. Dahlia works at it, but it's kept in at the blue line. Now Belanger comes out with it. Sends that over for Cole. Cole to Moore. Over for Judd. Up center for Belanger. And out of the zone we go into Panthers territory. Dahlia fires a shot at net. Rebound goes in the corner. Izzy picks that up. She's got some pressure. Cole helping her out. Puck comes out front. Panthers take it behind the net. They chip it up. Judd fires a one-timer from the point. Locked in front. And Panthers come out of the zone. They chip it in. Behind the net. Moore gets there first. In the corner now, Michaela Cole fires it up center. Blocked by the Panthers, but Emma Moore gets that back and finds Izzy at center. They chip it in, hands up for an icing. Icing waved off. Puck comes out of the zone. Rowan Frood's there in the neutral zone to get it. Gets some help now from Bella Mass. She circles back and hands it off to Berkeley Pitt. She chips that out of the zone. Just missed as the Panthers player, icing called. But that's the end of the first anyways. Perfect timing. Still 0-0. Second period coming up. Murphy heads back to the net. Morris on the draw. Gatien and Patura on the wings. Frood on the point with Massimiliano. Here we go, 15 minutes to go in the second. Berkeley forces the puck into the zone. Fires a battle on the side of the net. Puck is loose. Morris comes out with it, puts it in front. Berkeley's all tied up, can't get the shot off. Keeps working at it. Morris helping out. And the puck comes out the other way. Panthers taking in the zone, offside called. Patura comes out with the puck, chips deep into the Panther territory. Panthers fired up the boards. Frood sends back in, back for Frood. Frood fires up for Morris. She gets a shot, glove save. Goalie hangs on to that. All right, puck is in the corner. Paris gets there, sends it down low for Perry. Behind the net, the Panthers chip it up. Carrington gets in the way, no. Carrington in the corner, ties up. Panthers send it around the other way. Emma Moore pinches in, keeps the puck in the zone. Panthers, they'll get out on the second effort. JoJo gets it back for the Wolves. Cross ice for Carrington. She chips that up for Paris. She takes that into the zone. Panthers send that behind the net. In the corner, Perry tying up. Gets some help from Izzy. Bella puts that in front. Sent away by the Panthers. Now the Panthers clear that all the way out. That's going to be icing. A good pressure from the Lady Wolves with just under 13 minutes to go in the second period. Face-off coming to the right of the goaltender. Belanger on the draw, Cole and Lontang on the wing. Bella and Kaylin on the point. Back for Kaylin. She fires her shot in front. Belanger gets the rebound, cleared out by the Panthers. Hands up for an icing. And icing called. Oh, whistle goes. Didn't like the way the Panthers were lined up. Okay. Now we didn't like the way we were lined up. All right, third time's a charm. There we go. Back for Judd. Down low for Cole. Back for Judd, bouncing puck, she settles that down, fires out on net, blocker save. Izzy gets the rebound in the corner, over for Cole. Cole takes that down low. Support from Izzy. Izzy puts that out front, can't connect. Bella's there at the blue line to keep it in. She fires out towards the net, it's blocked. Izzy works at it, Panthers take it out the side, but pressure from Belanger keeps that puck in the zone. Puck comes out now for Bella Mass. She goes D to D. Judd now up to Cole. Cole at the red line, gains the blue line, takes it into the zone, puts it deep. Now the Panthers are on it. Pressure from Lontang allows Judd to keep it in. Judd chips that into the zone. Panthers block a shot, chip it out, and Belanger will get there first. Belanger for Judd. Judd turns with it, chips it up center for Gation. Gation takes that in the zone. Gation hits the brakes in the corner, puts it out front. Panthers intercept that. They chip it up center, but Frood gets it back for the Wolves. Up for Gation, back into the zone. She cuts wide, gets a shot. Oh, almost beat the goalie there. In the corner, Morris after it now. She squeezes her off the puck. Gets some support. In comes Frood to pinch. Puck gets out, back for JoJo. JoJo takes that into the zone. We're back on side. Puck goes behind the net. JoJo keeping that pressure going. Puck comes out for JoJo. She gets a shot. Blocker save. Rebound from JoJo. Glove save. And whistle goes. Just under 11 minutes now to go in the second period. Still 0-0. Morris, Gation, and Patura up front. Frood and Adjuzet on the point. JoJo's shot blocked in front. Panthers get it out of the zone, but Roan's there for it. Roan gets the red line and chips that into the zone. Goalie sends it in the corner. Pressure. Frood keeps that in. Gation battles on the side. The Panthers come out with it. Panthers chip that up center into the zone. They cut in, get a shot. That's deflected wide. Puck's on the side of the net. Panthers put that out front. They can't connect with it. It comes out of the zone. Panthers chip it back into territory where it's picked up by Rowan Frood. She reverses up the boards for Gation. Gation gets it up into the neutral zone and into Panther territory. Morris gets it. She gets tripped up. No call there. Patura gets it back. Puts that out front. Goalie makes a save. Rebound cleared by the Panthers. Frood gets it back. Hands it off to JoJo. Panthers keeping it at the blue line. Frood gets back in the corner for it. Fires up center, off the Panthers, and Berkeley sends it in the zone, but Panthers clear it out. Perry finds it at the red line, chips it in. Pressure from Carrington, and Michaela, and Emma Moore is there to keep it in. Panthers fire that cross ice out of the zone. Won't be icing, Judd's gonna get there. Whoa, hits the brakes. Fires that up center for Paris. Paris takes that into the zone. Into the corner, cuts behind the net. In the far corner, out front now, Paris gets a shot, glove save, goalie pulls in the rebound. 9:05 to go in the second. Emma Moore pinches, keeps that in. Paris and Palizé work at it down low. Panthers chip it up the boards. Moore keeps it in, fires that in front of the net. Panthers send it out all the way. That should be icing. Icing called. Try this again. Off the draw, the Panthers get it back to the point. Emma keeps it in, but then the Panthers trip it out. Back in our zone, Judd picks up the loose puck. Stops, chips it off the boards. Panthers keep it in, their shot sent behind the net. Judd gets the rebound, chips it up center. Perry knocks that down, takes it into the zone. Reverses at the hash mark, sends that cross ice to Judd. She walks in, her shot off a player, bounces behind the net. Perry puts that in front. Paris gets a piece of it. Panthers, though, start to skate out with it. Palizé keeping the pressure going, keeps the puck in, gets some help from Paris. Paris gets it in, walks in, gets a shot, goes behind the net off a funny bounce. Palizé on the sidewall keeps that in. She's getting pushed around, getting some help from Paris now. Palizé comes out with it, takes that behind the net, hits the brakes, gets that in front. Now the Panthers get in the way and chip it up the boards. At center, Frood gets it back for the Wolves. Chips it up for Carrington. She gets that into the zone. Then Belanger Belanger gets crushed. No call there. How they don't call that interference? Wow. Bella Mass keeps that in. Now, Montaigne blocks her there. Puck up for Moore. She takes that into the zone. Gets some help from Cole. Cole gets a shot, blocked. Cole gets it back in the corner, sends it up. Panthers get in the way. Puck in front now. Izzy's all tied up. Gets that for Cole. Her shot saved. Rebound held on to. And off the draw, Izzy gets a shot. Goalie makes the save. Panthers chip that up into our zone. They get a shot. Murphy sends that in the corner. Montaigne sends that behind the net. Frood ties up, knocks the puck around. Rowan Frood hits the brakes, makes himself, fires that up center, gets it out of the zone. Panthers, they'll get it back. It bounces around the neutral zone, and Michaela Cole chips up. Too many players. No, they fixed it up at the last second as Izzy chips it into the zone. Around the other way now. Puck is kept in by Petura. She gets that down low. Morris is after it. Into the corner now. Berkeley's turn. In comes Gation. She gets a piece of it. Frood keeps it in. Now Patura working at it. Chipped up by the Panthers. Frood keeps it in. She gets a shot. She puts that deep in the corner. Bella Perry after it. She gets there. Gets some help from Bella Mask. Puck comes out. It's going to be on net, so no icing. A little miscommunication there. Panthers get a puck in front. Can't get a shot off, and Bella Perry comes out with it. Bella Perry comes up the side, enters the zone, drops it back for Emma Moore. Moore puts that into the zone. Now Berkeley gets a shot. That's blocked. Panthers chip it up center. Jojo gets it out of the way. But the Panthers pick it back up, send it deep in the zone with 5 minutes left in the second period. Emma Moore in the corner, ties her up. Puck's bouncing, gets some help from Paris. Now Moore gets the puck back. A hooking call coming up against the Panthers. Morsey doesn't get taken out much, so that was definitely a hook. So we'll get a power play down in the Panthers zone with 4:51 to go in the second period. All right, off the draw, everyone's all tied up. Panthers get it, chip it up into the neutral zone. Paris hands that back to Jojo. Tries to get that to Moore. Carrington's there to help out. Now Emma sends it over for Jojo. Jojo cross for Carrington. We enter the zone. Puck bounces away though and cleared out by the Panthers. Emma Moore off the boards for Perry. Perry takes it into the zone. Into the corner. Hits the brakes, pass out fronts to the Panthers. They clear that out. And Judd's back for it. She's got some pressure. She comes out with it. Takes it into the zone wide. Drives the net. Gets the puck in the corner for Belanger. Dahlia chips that down low for Paris. She's tied up. Dahlia's there to help out. Puck is loose. Panthers chip it up. Bounces over Massimiliano's stick. She gets that back. Chips it up. Into the zone. Ice and waved off. Panthers get there first. They chip it up, but high stick is called off of blue, so faceoff's just going to come in front of our bench. Still got 45 seconds to go in the power play. 3.5 minutes to go in the second. Cole gets the puck off the draw, sends it back for Judd. Back to Cole, into the zone. Cole to Izzy, her shot over for Bella Mass, over for Kaylin. She gets in, her shot goes high. Cole gets the rebounds, that goes wide. Judd gets it in the corner. Keeps possession. Tries to get that back to the point, just couldn't connect. Now Bella Mass gets it back. Up for Izzy. Cross ice for Cole. She hands it up to Belanger. We're back in the zone. 10 seconds on the power play. Belanger behind the net. Oh no, now we're back to 5-on-5. Judd to Bella Mass. Her shot off a shin pad. Into the corner. Cole battles, comes out with it. Sends that cross ice for Judd. Judd walks in, her shot, glove save. Two and a half minutes to go in the second period. Still 0-0. Off the draw, Jojo fires a shot. It gets deflected into the corner. Berkeley and Morris battle. Morris comes out with it. Now the Panthers get it back, chip it up center and out of the zone. They enter Sudbury territory. Frood keeps her outside, forces her behind the net. Gets some help from Morris. Morris chips that around. Panthers get that in front, but JoJo hands it off to Allegation. She gets that out of the zone. Panthers send it back in. JoJo tidying her up. And Murphy makes the save. 1:45 to go in the second period. JoJo fires that off the draw. Panthers keep it in. They walk in, chip it out front. JoJo blocks that pass. It's back to the point for the Panthers. Now behind the net, Rowan Frood picks it up. She fires that down center. Iced and waved off because the Panthers could have played that. Probably Zay racing after it. Get some help now from Perry. Get my P's mixed up. Sent out by the Panthers. Icing call. Puck is dropped. Belanger gets it down low, pass in front. Cole gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. And we're down to 1 minute to go in the second period of a scoreless game. Puck comes around. Cole sends it down low. Belanger picks it up. Puts that in front. Montang's shot's blocked. Moore keeps it in. Izzy battles in the corner. Gets some help from Cole. Emma keeps that in. Gets it down low for Izzy. Izzy gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Morris ties up off the draw, kicks the puck out into the corner. The Panthers pick it up, start to skate out with it. Pressure at the blue line, and Morris brings it back in. Morris takes it wide, cuts in, gets a shot. Goalie makes the save. 12 seconds to go in the second. Morris back to Massimiliano. Across for Frood. 5 seconds, her shot blocked in front. Berkeley's after the rebound, sends it down low for Morris. She gets that back for Belamass. But that's the buzzer. And end of the second period. We'll be back after the flood for some third period action. right, here we go. Third period action. Dahlia's on the draw. Izzy and Michaela on the wings. JoJo on the point with Emma. Off the draw, goes back into the corner. Emma Moore gets there. Sends that behind the net for JoJo. JoJo up for Izzy. She sends that cross ice out of the zone. Panthers take it back in the zone. Stopped by Emma Moore. Panthers get that out front. Pass blocked by JoJo. JoJo picks it up, chips it up for Izzy. Izzy up for Dahlia. Dahlia gets the red line and chips it into the zone. Into the corner. Puck's fired around. Bella Mass gets there to keep it in. Behind the net. Puck bounces away. Cleared out by the Panthers. That should be icing. And it will be. All right, look at Bella Mass on the point with Kaylin. Ryan on the draw with Berkeley. And Ella on the wings. Off the draw, Judd keeps that in, puts that on net. We get a face-off inside. All right, back for Judd. Fires a shot. Goalie makes the save. The draw, the Panthers get it out of the zone into Sudbury territory. Behind the net with it. Try to get that out front. Judd stops him. Puck comes out the side. Allegation picks it up. Tries to get that across to Berkeley. Bounces back into the zone for Bella Mass. D-to-D pass for Judd. Up center for Morris. Morris chips it up to herself into the zone. Morris gets a shot, glove save. Now get Perry on the draw. Palizé and Paris on the wings. JoJo on the point with Rowan. Carrington sends that back to JoJo. Her shot deflected in front. Goes in the corner. Panthers start to break out with it. Rowan stops them at the red line. Gets some help from Bella Perry. She takes that into the zone, hands it off to Carrington. Carrington into the corner, hits the brakes, reverses, gets it back for Perry. Now, nice pinch from Rowan through to keep it in the zone. Rowan behind the net for Carrington. Pass in front, deflected away. JoJo gets it back in the neutral zone. JoJo cross ice for Carrington. Carrington sends it back for JoJo. Regroup behind the net. Get that up for Carrington, up for Bella. Bella into the zone with it. Gets the shot, goalie makes the save. All right. There we go, Dahlia on the draw. Cole on the wing with Lontang, Judd, and Moore on the point. 12.5 minutes to go. Panthers get that out of the zone. Oh, as if you're calling interference coming up here. Power play coming up. Power play coming up for the Panthers. Well, 12:20 to go. Power play. Dahlia on the draw with Izzy up front. Rowan on the point with Bella Mass. Puck goes into the corner, and now behind the net, Rowan Frood picks it up. Kept in at the blue line. Back for Frood. Fires it up the boards, gets a help from Izzy, who gets it all the way down. Belanger with some pressure, keeping the puck in the Panther zone. The Panthers start to break out with it, can't control it. Belamass sends it back in the zone. Now Izzy's turn for some pressure. There we go, Izzy gets a piece of that. Bouncing puck. Chipped into the zone by the Panthers. Rowan Frood gets there. Gets some help from Belamass. Behind the net, the Panthers pick it up. Pass out front, can't connect with anybody. Izzy gets the loose puck. Takes a second and then fires it all the way down the ice. Out comes Morris and Patura up front. Panthers get to the neutral zone, dump it in Sudbury territory. Emma Moore gets that back and fires that into the zone. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Berkeley with some pressure down low. Berkeley comes out with the puck. Pass in front for Morris. She's tied up. She gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Oh, we're going to get a tripping call here. We got 15 seconds to go, another penalty. So 6-on-4 for a minute as they pull their goalie. There we go. Puck is touched by us. Whistle goes as the penalty expires. So we're back to 5-on-4. We'll get Perry and Gation up front. JoJo on the point with Emma. All right, Panthers get a shot, and they squeak it in somehow off the side angle shot. Power play goal puts the Panthers up 1-0 with 10 minutes to go in the third period, sorry. Perry on the draw. She's got Gation and Palize on the wing. JoJo on the point with Emma. Perry ties up. Puck comes outside for Carrington. Back for Emma. Back to Carrington. She chips it up for Perry. The Panthers, though, send that in the zone for Emma. Emma gets that up for Ella. Ella gets that into the zone. Gets a hooking call there. Perfect, good work from Ella. Draws a penalty. We'll get Paris and Palize up front. Perry on the draw. We got our triple P line back in order. Bella and Kaylin on the point. Power play for the Wolves. Bella gets a puck in the corner. Gets some help from Carrington. Bella back for Carrington. Gets it for Bella Mass. Over for Kaylin. Back for Mass. She gets a shot through traffic. Blocker save. Rebound. Judd tries to get Carrington in front. Bouncing puck. Paris gets it. Drops it back for Judd. She gets a shot deflected. Out of bounds. And then, so who's getting the cross-check call? Okay, they're getting a penalty. The goaltender cross-checked us, so they're going to get a player to serve the penalty. So someone from the ice has to serve it. So 5-on-3 for 1:22. Penalty is on the board. Paris gets that back to Massimiliano. Over for Judd. She walks in, low shot. It's loose. Rebound made, saved. Off the draw, Paize back for Judd, cross for Massimiliano. She walks in, low shot deflected, saved. Perry gets it. Back for Bellamas. Cross for Judd, she walks in, her shot, blocker save. Perry ties up, Paize helping out. Carrington gets the puck. Down low for Bellamas. Tries to go back door. Paris in front, battles, Paize gets it to Perry. Perry down low for Carrington. They get that back for Judd. She gets a shot, it's blocked in front, rebound's loose. Rebound's still loose. Perry gets it, walks out with it. Interference on us. As we shot the stick away. So faceoff's coming back into our zone. 4-on-3. Four on three for 35 seconds. 8.5 minutes to go in regulation. Jojo and Rowan on the point. Dahlia and Izzy up front. Off the draw, the Panthers get it back to the point. They fire a shot behind the net. Jojo picks it up. Jojo up for Izzy. Izzy takes that through the neutral zone. Hands it off to Dahlia. Dahlia enters, drops it back for Rowan. Her shot gets deflected into the corner for Dahlia. Dahlia back for Jojo. Jojo down low for Dahlia. Dahlia in the corner, tying up. Getting some help from Izzy. There we go. Puck comes out. 4-on-4. Dahlia gets a puck down low. Her shot off the blocker. Izzy gets the rebound out front. Jojo shot. Get deflected wide. Panthers chip it up. Jojo keeps that in. Gets some help from Rowan now. Rowan gets it to Belanger. The Panthers chip it up and out and head the other way with it. 4-on-4. Rowan gets that puck. Help from Belanger. Now power play for the Panthers as the whistle goes. 50 seconds, 5-on-4 for the Panthers. We got Morris and Cole up front. Judd on the point with Moore. Off the draw, the Panthers get it back to the point. They go D to D. Walk in, shot, saved, rebound, saved, another rebound, that's saved too. Loose puck cleared out by Judd. Panthers keep it in. They get a shot at net. Murphy makes the save. And we got 33 seconds to go in the penalty. There we go. Cole clears that off the draw. Morris goes in for some pressure. There we go. Keeping the Panthers in their zone. Now Cole gets a piece of that. Back for Judd, up for Cole. Bouncing puck. Judd gets that back, chips it up. Takes it into the zone. Gets a shot off a blocker, rebound, picked up by Judd, killing that penalty. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Morris helps out. Morris gets that to Judd. She takes that out front, gets tripped, no call. Panthers fire it off the boards and out for Michaela Cole. Cole to Judd, and back into the zone it goes. Morris and Cole block that puck. It goes behind the net. Cole forces it over for Morris. Morris back for Emma Moore. Emma Moore takes it in the side. Try to get that out front. Gets it for Bella Mass. That's down low and knocked out by the Panthers. Panthers take it into the zone. Back check from Morris. Takes it into the corner. Morris ties up. Help from Cole. Panthers send it back to the point. Fire a shot through traffic. That goes wide. Couture gets there. Fires up behind the net for Bella Mass. Kept in by the Panthers. Puck bounces out front. The Panthers pick it up, get a shot. Murphy makes a save. Moore gets the puck in the corner, tying up. Again, help from Cole. Puck's still loose. Emma Moore comes out with it. Kept in at the blue line. Berkeley Patura picks it up. Sends it up center for Michaela Cole. Cole up for Morris. Morris gets it in the zone, but the Panthers send that up into the neutral zone. Back in the Sudbury territory, Bella Mass, or Rowan Fruit stops her. Berkeley Pitts fires the puck up the boards. And they get the puck out of the zone. Panthers ship it back into Sudbury territory. Offside. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Sudbury down 1-0. It's back for JoJo off the draw. She comes up the side with it, chips it into the zone. There he gets there down low, help from Palize. Carrington comes out with it, gets that back to the point for Frood. Frood fires a slap shot, that's blocked in front. Into the corner, the Panthers get there. JoJo pinches, keeps the puck in the zone. Gation supports her, and the puck gets down low to Perry. Perry sends that behind the net for Palize. Carrington reverses in the corner. Gets it back to the point for Rowan. Bouncing puck. She settles that down. Gets it in for Carrington. Carrington all tied up. And the Panthers head out with it into our zone. The Panthers pass it. Can't connect. JoJo had her tied up. And now the Panthers with possession. There we go. Knocked away. Picked up by Bella Perry. She skates it out of the zone. Gets a shot, goalie makes the save. .322 to go in regulation. Palize back for Judd. Cross for Palize. Judd keeps that in. She pulled her down. Wow, no there. Palize covers at the blue line. Puck comes back for Emma Moore. She fires it up center. Three minutes left in regulation. Back for Frood. Panthers pick it up, but in comes Belanger. She gets the puck back. Ships it up for Izzy. Kept in by the Panthers. Now it keeps the battle going. Gets it over for Dahlia. Kept in at the blue line. Back for Bella Mass. Bella Mass in the corner. Chips it up the boards. Comes back for Bella. Gets it up for Michaela Cole. Cole chips it up. Kept in at the blue line. Puck's in the corner for Bella Mass. Kept in at the blue line again by the Panthers. Now Belanger starting to break out. Kept in at the blue line. And it's back for Frood. Frood to Massimiliano. Up for Lontang. You get that over the blue line. Now Bellamas chips it up center. Into the zone. Izzy fires that in. Offside, we're back onside. Cole with some pressure. In comes Morris and Patura. Cole gets the puck back for Moore. Moore to Jojo. Up for Morris. Into the zone. Morris keeps that in at the blue line. The Panthers get that back. Head the other way with it with a minute and a half into the game. Emma Moore chips it up to Ryan Morris. Just out of her reach. She gets stood up at the blue line. Panthers chip that up. Jojo gets a piece of it. It's back for Emma Moore. Puck is loose in the zone. Berkeley picks it up as we enter the final minute of regulation time. Berkeley coming up the side with it. Gets it up center for Morris. She gets a piece of it, so no icing. Morris gets there in the corner. Gets that to Gation. We pull the goalie, 6-on-5. And Perry's after it. Perry gets the puck across to Jojo. Jojo walks in, her shot. Just wide. Carrington gets it back for Emma Moore. She fires a shot that's deflected in front. Panthers get it back, chip it up into the zone. Offside. Emma Moore gets that to Bella Perry. We chip that into the zone. 20 seconds. Back for Jojo, over for Emma. Emma takes up behind the net. She turns, she's going for a skate. Gets stuck in the feet of Bella Perry. 10 seconds to go. Hard fought game, just couldn't get that. 2 seconds, shot blocked. Unfortunately, 1-0 loss for the Lady Wolves on this Sunday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.